Hi everyone, and welcome back to Serena's Creations. Well, I've had a couple of people ask me what my other discount Christmas hauls included. So I've actually been to my favorite store 3 times now. Of course, my husband and I went the day after Christmas. We only got a couple of things. Of course, some of the best stuff that we had gotten was like wrapping paper. And if you notice, this one here just has like white dots on it, so it can be used anytime during the year. And this one has snowflakes on it. And this one, of course, once again, can be used anytime during the year. So I had gotten these the day after Christmas when my husband and I went shopping. I think that's about all that we had gotten the day after Christmas. We didn't really see that much. I do think he got one axe, you know, one of the gift sets, but that was about it. We didn't get that much. But I know as you're sitting there, you keep seeing some of these cute little things behind me. So yesterday I did go to the favorite store and did some shopping, and yesterday they were still at 50% off. They were still at 50% off. They hadn't gone up to 75% off when I went. So that was in the morning time. Or it might have already been. No, I think it was already at 50% when I went yesterday. That's why I got the stuff that I did. But you see some cute little things that I have behind me. So now yesterday I spent $100. I want to say it was like $101, I think is what I ended up spending. So let's look and see. So everybody knows Hello Kitty. And you can see I actually bought 2 of them. Shh. They're for my granddaughters. Figured I'd give them to them next year. I got these were really cute. Unfortunately, they only had the 2, but they're little gingerbread and they do light up. They had 3, but one of them was broke, so I wasn't gonna spend the money on a broken one. So those were really cute. And once again, everybody knows I have the Tuscadero pink Jeep. So I got myself some more tinsel, you know, garland. I wanted to do my tire this year, and when I went to go and start wrapping my tire, I realized I didn't have enough of the pink and gold. I had found pink and gold over the summer at a local Habitat store. I bought everything that they had, but I still didn't have enough. So when I went yesterday, I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. I think that almost covers what I need. So I did get those, and they did have some solid pink. I'm not sure if I'm going to put these on the Christmas tree or not, because I don't think I have quite enough to do my Valentine tree. So I'll just kind of go from there. We'll figure it. I'll always be able to find out something for there. They had, these are kind of cute. See, these are the little hangers for your ornaments. So I did get 4 of those. You know, I make ornaments, so that's one of the things that I like to put with the ornaments, either a piece of ribbon or a hanger. So once again, we were talking about my Valentine tree that I'm going to be doing. So I found this real pretty, it's like pearl bead garland, and so I bought a bunch of those. And the pink, I got a bunch of the pink. I also got a tree skirt. And if you know me, you know how much I love sparkles. So check it out. Isn't that amazing? That is just so cool. And I have one more thing I'm going to show you. So hold on just a second. Let me go grab it. I'm back. So, do you see what these are? These are the glass ornaments. Now, you're wondering, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 boxes of these glass ornaments. And you're probably wondering, Serena, what are you gonna do with glass ornaments? Hold on, let me set them down, because we don't want them to break. So, I make these cute little ornaments out of these. Now, years ago, okay, so now I'm telling my age, many, many years ago, it was probably a little over 20 years ago, I worked in a daycare setting. I was a K2 teacher. And one of the wonderful moms had made me an ornament, and it was so cute. It was in the glass ornament, and it was a picture of my whole class, but it was made on transparency paper, and it was inside the ball, and I just thought it was so cute. So I asked her how she made it, and she told me, and so I've been making them ever since. Well, I want to show you what one looks like from 20 years ago, okay? So this particular ornament I have been putting on my tree for 20 years, and I actually have several different ones that I've made, but this was one. And this is to show you that the ornaments that I make are not just for this year or next year. These are, you know, cherished memory ornaments. You can have your kids' pictures put in them. You can have maybe a family member as a memorial for somebody that's passed. I mean, and I make these things all year long, so it doesn't only have to be at Christmas time. So, let's see if I can get up enough so you can see. Do you see? So if you see, there's a little boy here, there's a little boy here, and then Santa Claus is behind him. It was a picture of my 2 oldest 20 years ago. Okay, it's actually, my little one is, in this picture, was 2, and he's gonna be 24 on Sunday. So this was 22 years ago. So I'm just showing you how the colors stay, the pictures stay inside these little ornaments. And like I said, this was an ornament that I made over 20 years ago, 22 years ago. And you can still see the picture inside. Let me see if I can block this. No, I can't block the light enough because you still see the ring. But I think you get the idea. You can see it inside. So these are my 2 oldest. So that's RJ down there, and that's Dusty there. But I just wanted to show you what I do. I buy these things, and then I use these items to make other things, and I'm able to sell them at a discounted price to my customers because it didn't cost me a lot in the first place for the items. I don't charge regular price that somebody would just because I got it on discount. If I got something on discount, I'm gonna pass that price on to you, my customers. So this was part of my other hauls that I did for my discount after Christmas shopping. Wouldn't you have fun going shopping with me? I bet you would. I hope you guys have a happy new year for 2026, and I pray that God blesses you and your family throughout the year.